What if I told you that nearly all deaths after the age of 75 are linked to just 5 major health risks? Would you like to know how to avoid them and stay healthier longer? Aging is a natural part of life, but when we reach 75 and beyond, the risks to our health increase significantly. The reality is that after this age, 99% of deaths occur due to 5 major reasons, and many of them are preventable. The good news is that with the right knowledge and lifestyle changes, you can reduce your risk and live a longer, healthier life. In this video, we'll dive into these 6 leading causes of death for those over 75 and discuss how small actions today can make a massive difference in your health tomorrow. We'll break down each risk and show you how to stay proactive. You'll learn the critical signs to watch for, the lifestyle habits that matter most, and how to safeguard your independence and well-being for years to come. Remember, your health is your greatest asset, and the choices you make now could shape the future of your life. Let's get started and take control of your health, because aging doesn't have to mean decline. Brain attacks. A stroke, commonly known as a brain attack, becomes a significant health threat as people age, especially beyond the age of 75. A stroke occurs when the blood supply to a part of the brain is interrupted. This can happen either due to a blockage in a blood vessel, which is called an ischemic stroke, or because of bleeding in or around the brain, known as a hemorrhagic stroke. In both cases, brain cells are deprived of oxygen and begin to die, often within minutes. The damage caused can result in serious disability, affecting movement, speech, and memory, or can even be fatal. Strokes are one of the leading causes of long-term disability in older adults, but the hopeful news is that nearly 80% of strokes can be prevented with the right care and lifestyle changes. One of the major contributors to stroke risk is high blood pressure or hypertension. This condition silently damages the blood vessels over time, making them more likely to clog or burst. According to Harvard Health and the National Institute on Aging, keeping blood pressure within a normal range, ideally below 120/80 millimeters of mercury, is essential in preventing strokes. Older adults should check their blood pressure regularly and work with their healthcare provider to manage it. This might include taking prescribed medications, but also involves daily habits. Reducing salt intake, avoiding processed foods, increasing potassium through fruits like bananas and vegetables like spinach, and drinking enough water are all helpful. Daily exercise, even something as simple as a brisk walk or gentle yoga, can significantly lower blood pressure. Another important factor that raises stroke risk in older adults is atrial fibrillation, a type of irregular heartbeat that becomes more common with age. In this, the upper chambers of the heart don't beat effectively, allowing blood to pool and potentially form clots. If a clot travels to the brain, it can block a blood vessel and cause a stroke. People over 75 are at a much higher risk of developing atrial fibrillation. It's crucial to get diagnosed early. This is often done through a simple ECG test. If diagnosed, doctors may prescribe blood thinners or other medications to reduce the risk of stroke. Lifestyle changes, like avoiding excessive caffeine and alcohol, reducing stress, and maintaining a healthy weight, can also support heart rhythm stability. Diet also plays a crucial role in stroke prevention. Several studies have emphasized the benefits of diets like the Mediterranean and DASH diets. These eating patterns are rich in vegetables, fruits, legumes, whole grains, nuts, and healthy fats such as olive oil. They reduce inflammation, stabilize blood sugar, and lower blood pressure and cholesterol, factors that all help reduce stroke risk. Leafy greens like kale and spinach are particularly helpful because they contain folate and potassium. Fatty fish, such as salmon and sardines, provide omega-3 fatty acids that promote heart and brain health. Avoiding trans fats, excess sugar, and refined carbs is equally important. Physical activity is another protective measure. The American Heart Association recommends that older adults engage in at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week. Walking, swimming, and light strength training can help maintain a healthy weight, improve circulation, and keep blood pressure in check. Balance exercises like Tai Chi can also reduce the risk of falls, which is important for those recovering from stroke or at high risk. Finally, recognizing the signs of a stroke and acting quickly is critical. The acronym FAST can help: face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty, and time to call emergency services. According to the CDC, getting immediate medical treatment during a stroke can limit brain damage and improve chances of recovery. The window for treatment is short, usually within 3 to 4.5 hours for medication to be most effective. Cardiovascular disease. Cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death among individuals over 75, claiming more lives than any other condition. It develops gradually over time due to various risk factors, many of which can be managed or controlled. Coronary artery disease is the most common form of heart disease, caused by plaque buildup in the arteries, which reduces blood flow to the heart. Over time, this can lead to heart attacks and other serious complications. Since aging increases the risk of heart disease, it is crucial to take preventive measures to maintain a healthy heart. High blood pressure, often called the silent killer, is a major contributor to heart disease. It damages arteries by making them less flexible, which reduces blood flow. Because high blood pressure does not usually cause symptoms, many people are unaware they have it. Another key risk factor is high cholesterol. While cholesterol is necessary for many bodily functions, too much low-density lipoprotein, LDL, or bad cholesterol can cause plaque buildup in the arteries, increasing the risk of heart disease and stroke. Smoking is another major contributor to heart disease. The chemicals in tobacco damage blood vessels and accelerate the hardening of arteries, significantly increasing the risk. Quitting smoking at any age can dramatically improve heart health. Studies show that within just 1 year of quitting, the risk of heart disease drops by 50%, and within 5 years, the risk of stroke is nearly the same as that of a non-smoker. A sedentary lifestyle is also linked to heart disease. Many older adults reduce physical activity as they age, but this can negatively impact heart health. Engaging in regular exercise, such as brisk walking, swimming, or cycling, strengthens the heart and improves circulation. The American Heart Association recommends at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise per week to maintain cardiovascular health. Even simple activities like gardening or stretching can contribute to a healthier heart. Now that we understand the key risk factors, let's talk about how you can take action to prevent and control cardiovascular disease. Diet plays a vital role in preventing heart disease. A diet high in processed foods, saturated fats, and added sugars increases the risk of high cholesterol and high blood pressure. In contrast, a heart-healthy diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats, such as those found in the Mediterranean diet, can lower this risk. Reducing sodium intake is also essential, as excessive salt raises blood pressure and strains the heart. Stress management is another crucial factor. Chronic stress can lead to high blood pressure and unhealthy habits like overeating, smoking, or excessive drinking. Techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, yoga, and staying socially connected can help reduce stress and improve overall heart health. Maintaining a healthy weight is equally important, as excess abdominal fat increases the risk of high blood pressure, cholesterol, and diabetes, all contributing to heart disease. Even modest weight loss of 5 to 10% can significantly reduce the risk. Limiting alcohol intake is also important. While moderate drinking may have some benefits, excessive consumption can elevate blood pressure and contribute to heart failure. Regular health checkups are key to early detection and management of risk factors. Routine monitoring of blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar levels can help identify potential problems early. For some individuals, medications like statins may be needed to control risk factors such as high cholesterol. Statins are often prescribed to lower LDL cholesterol and reduce the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Additionally, heart disease affects both men and women, but women may be more susceptible to certain risk factors. This emphasizes the need for gender-specific prevention strategies and personalized healthcare approaches. Cancer. As people move into their late 70s and beyond, the risk of developing cancer becomes much higher. This isn't just a random event. There are real biological reasons behind it. Over the years, the body's exposed to toxins, environmental pollutants, processed foods, and oxidative stress. These factors slowly damage the DNA inside cells. By the time someone reaches 75, the accumulation of this cellular damage can result in cells growing uncontrollably, forming tumors. This is how cancer often begins in older adults. Another key issue is that the immune system weakens with age. A younger immune system can usually spot and destroy abnormal cells before they turn into something dangerous. But after 75, the body's defense system isn't as sharp. Abnormal cells that once would have been caught early now slip through and start growing. This is one reason why cancers are often more aggressive or detected at later stages in the elderly. The biggest concern is that many types of cancer remain silent in the early stages. There's often no pain or visible signs until the disease has advanced. For older individuals who may already be dealing with other health problems, this delay in detection can be especially harmful. Treatments may become harder to tolerate, and recovery can take longer. However, this doesn't mean cancer is unavoidable. In fact, many cases can be prevented or managed by addressing certain lifestyle and dietary factors. One of the most powerful ways to reduce cancer risk is through nutrition. Diets high in processed meats, sugar, and trans fats can promote inflammation and feed cancerous growth. On the other hand, meals rich in vegetables, fruits, leafy greens, berries, nuts, and healthy fats like olive oil provide the body with antioxidants and nutrients that help repair cellular damage. Physical activity is another key tool. It supports hormone balance, strengthens the immune system, and helps keep weight in check. Obesity is a known risk factor for many cancers, especially colon, breast, and pancreatic cancer. Even something as simple as walking daily or doing light stretches can make a big difference for someone over 75. Gut health is also gaining attention as a major influence on cancer risk. The bacteria in the gut play a role in regulating the immune system, processing nutrients, and reducing inflammation. A poor quality diet high in processed food can damage this delicate balance. But by eating more fiber, fermented foods like yogurt or kefir, and reducing sugar, the gut microbiome becomes stronger and more diverse, adding another layer of protection. So there's still a real chance to avoid cancer or catch it early when it's more treatable. Diminishing cognitive abilities. Cognitive decline, including conditions like dementia and Alzheimer's disease, is another major concern after 75. As we age, our cognitive abilities naturally decline, but this process can be accelerated by poor lifestyle choices, lack of mental stimulation, and social isolation. Memory loss, difficulty thinking, and a decrease in the ability to perform everyday tasks are all signs of cognitive decline. While some degree of memory loss is a normal part of aging, more severe forms of cognitive decline are not. Dementia and Alzheimer's disease in particular can rob individuals of their independence and quality of life. The good news is that there are things you can do to protect your brain and reduce the risk of cognitive decline. Engaging the brain in challenging activities fosters cognitive resilience. Pursuits like reading, solving puzzles, acquiring new skills, or playing musical instruments can enhance neural connections and promote brain health. Regular intellectual engagement has been associated with a decreased risk of cognitive impairment as it builds cognitive reserve, enabling the brain to compensate for age-related changes. Regular physical exercise is vital for maintaining cerebral health. Activities such as walking, swimming, or yoga increase blood flow to the brain, delivering essential nutrients and oxygen that support neuronal function. Individuals who engage in consistent physical activity exhibit a lower incidence of cognitive decline and dementia. Exercise also aids in managing cardiovascular risk factors like hypertension and diabetes, which are linked to an elevated risk of Alzheimer's disease. Maintaining social connections plays a crucial role in cognitive health. Social isolation and loneliness have been linked to increased risks of dementia and cognitive decline. Regular interaction with family, friends, and community groups provides emotional support and mental stimulation. Participating in group activities, volunteering, or joining clubs can enhance social networks and contribute to overall well-being. Nutrition significantly influences cognitive function. Adopting diets rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats can protect against cognitive decline. The Mediterranean diet emphasizes plant-based foods, fish, and olive oil, and has been associated with a reduced risk of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Foods high in omega-3 fatty acids, such as oily fish, are particularly beneficial due to their anti-inflammatory properties and role in maintaining neuronal integrity. Incorporating antioxidant-rich foods like berries, leafy greens, and nuts can further support brain health by combating oxidative stress, a factor implicated in neurodegeneration. Limiting the intake of processed foods, excessive sugars, and unhealthy fats is also advisable, as these can contribute to systemic inflammation and vascular issues, adversely affecting cognitive function. Cardiovascular health is closely linked to cognitive function. Conditions such as hypertension, high cholesterol, and diabetes can impair blood flow to the brain, increasing the risk of cognitive decline. Regular health screenings, adherence to prescribed medications, and lifestyle modifications like a balanced diet and exercise are essential in managing these risk factors. Adequate sleep and effective stress management are vital for cognitive health. Sleep facilitates memory consolidation and the clearance of neurotoxic waste products from the brain. Chronic stress, on the other hand, can lead to structural and functional changes in the brain, impairing cognitive abilities. Practices such as mindfulness meditation, deep breathing exercises, and maintaining a regular sleep schedule can contribute to overall mental well-being. These lifestyle interventions not only enhance cognitive resilience, but also contribute to a higher quality of life in later years. Osteoporosis and falls. As people age, the risk of falls increases significantly, and falls are a leading cause of injury and death for those over 75. As we get older, our muscles and bones weaken, balance can deteriorate, and vision issues may arise, all contributing to a higher likelihood of falling. Falls can lead to severe consequences, such as hip fractures, which may require surgery and cause long-term disability. Even if the fall doesn't result in immediate injury, it can trigger a decline in health, leading to reduced mobility and independence. Additionally, osteoporosis, a condition characterized by weakened bones that are more susceptible to fractures, is a common concern among older adults. Those with osteoporosis are at an even higher risk of fractures from falls, making it a significant contributor to fall-related injuries and complications. The good news is that many falls can be prevented through lifestyle changes. One of the most effective ways to prevent falls is by staying physically active. Engaging in regular exercise helps improve balance, strength, and flexibility, which are essential for maintaining stability. Activities such as yoga, tai chi, or simple leg strengthening exercises can go a long way in reducing the risk of falls. Along with exercise, it is also crucial to make the home environment safer. Many falls occur in the home, so removing hazards like clutter, securing loose rugs, installing grab bars in bathrooms, and ensuring that the house is well lit can significantly reduce the chances of an accident. For added safety, it might be helpful to have a professional assess the home for potential risks. In addition to physical activity and home modifications, diet plays a crucial role in preventing falls. Proper nutrition is essential for maintaining bone strength and muscle mass, which are vital for fall prevention. Foods rich in calcium and vitamin D, such as dairy, leafy greens, and fatty fish, support bone health. Vitamin D also helps with calcium absorption, while protein-rich foods help maintain muscle strength. Staying hydrated is also important, as dehydration can cause dizziness and increase the risk of falling. For individuals with osteoporosis, incorporating foods that promote bone density, such as fortified cereals, almonds, and leafy greens, is crucial in managing the condition and reducing the likelihood of fractures. Regular health checkups are essential for identifying any underlying health issues that may contribute to falls. Vision and hearing tests can help detect impairments, and a review of medications can identify any that may cause dizziness or affect balance. Bone density screenings are also useful for assessing bone strength and preventing fractures, especially for those at risk of osteoporosis. For some individuals, assistive devices like canes or walkers can provide extra support and stability while moving around. Managing chronic conditions is also critical in preventing falls. For instance, controlling blood pressure can help prevent dizziness from sudden changes in posture, while managing diabetes can help avoid balance issues caused by neuropathy. Additionally, tackling the fear of falling is important, as it may discourage physical activity and increase the risk of falls. By gradually increasing activity levels and participating in support programs, older adults can build confidence and reduce their fall risk. Lung diseases. As people age, especially after 75, the likelihood of developing respiratory issues like chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, pneumonia, and emphysema becomes considerably higher. These ailments can profoundly impact overall health and quality of life. Factors contributing to these conditions include a history of smoking, exposure to environmental pollutants, and previous respiratory infections. Additionally, the natural aging process leads to decreased lung elasticity and a weakened immune system, making older adults more susceptible to respiratory issues. Protecting lung health in later years necessitates proactive measures. Foremost among these is smoking cessation. Smoking is the primary cause of COPD and significantly exacerbates other respiratory conditions. Quitting smoking at any age can halt further lung damage and improve overall respiratory function. Healthcare providers can offer resources and support to assist in this process. Vaccinations play a crucial role in preventing respiratory infections that can lead to severe complications in older adults. Annual influenza vaccines and pneumococcal vaccines are recommended to reduce the risk of infections like pneumonia. Maintaining regular medical checkups ensures that vaccinations are up to date and allows for early detection and management of potential respiratory issues. Engaging in regular physical activity is beneficial for lung health. Moderate aerobic exercises, such as walking, swimming, or cycling, can enhance lung capacity and overall endurance. Studies indicate that individuals who engage in regular physical activity have a lower risk of developing pneumonia and related complications. For instance, a systematic review published in Science found that regular physical activity is associated with a reduced risk of incident pneumonia and pneumonia-related mortality in the general population. Diet also plays a significant role in respiratory health. A balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats supports the immune system and helps maintain optimal body weight, reducing the strain on respiratory muscles. The Mediterranean diet, emphasizing plant-based foods and healthy fats, has been associated with improved health outcomes in individuals with respiratory conditions. Following the Mediterranean diet can help manage complications from COPD by promoting a strong immune system and maintaining a healthy weight. Maintaining a healthy weight is particularly important for individuals with respiratory conditions. Excess weight can increase the effort required for breathing, while being underweight can lead to decreased respiratory muscle strength. Eating smaller, more frequent meals can prevent the discomfort of a full stomach pressing against the diaphragm, making breathing easier. The American Lung Association suggests that eating 5 to 6 small meals daily may help individuals with COPD avoid overfilling the stomach and allow the lungs to expand more freely. Hydration is another key aspect of respiratory health. Adequate fluid intake helps keep the mucosal linings in the lungs moist, facilitating better breathing and reducing the risk of infections. Dehydration can lead to thickened mucus, making it more difficult to clear the airways and increasing the risk of respiratory infections. Creating a safe and healthy living environment is essential. Reducing exposure to indoor pollutants such as dust, mold, and chemical fumes can prevent respiratory irritation. Ensuring good ventilation and using air purifiers can help maintain indoor air quality. Additionally, minimizing exposure to outdoor air pollution by staying indoors on high pollution days can protect lung health. Managing stress is also important, as stress can lead to rapid breathing and exacerbate respiratory symptoms. Techniques such as deep breathing exercises, meditation, and yoga can help reduce stress levels and promote better breathing patterns. Regular medical consultations are vital for monitoring lung health, adjusting treatment plans, and addressing any concerns promptly. Early detection and management of symptoms can prevent the progression of respiratory diseases and improve the quality of life. As we wrap up, while aging does bring about new challenges, the good news is that many of the leading causes of death after 75 are preventable. By taking small, proactive steps today, such as managing your blood pressure, staying active, eating a healthy diet, avoiding smoking, and protecting your brain health, you can dramatically reduce the risk of these 5 life-threatening conditions. Remember, it's never too late to start making changes to improve your health and well-being. Small adjustments today can lead to a healthier, longer life tomorrow. So take the time to prioritize your health, seek professional advice, and stay informed about the steps you can take to protect yourself as you age. Your future self will thank you. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others to spread awareness about how to stay healthy after 75.